Good morning. I have the sweetest note this morning from one of my oldest and dearest friends, Nance Harris. Nance and I have been friends for over 50 years. Her brother was my brother's best friend, and she kind of fell in their age group, not mine. I was the annoying little sister that was always lurking somewhere in the background. So when Nance came to me, it was in August of 2020, to help her with her chronic pain issues. That was big, when one of your role models comes to you for help. That's big. And she was doing great. We did Reiki, guided imagery, relaxation, hypnotherapy. She's doing fine. And then she had a little escapade with a coffee table, broke her femur, that's horrific. That's awful. And that's beyond painful. And her husband, Bob, rushed her to the emergency room where I got a call. And I was listed as one of the treaters, of course. And they said, hey, we got to get her in the morning for ORIF, which is repair of the femur, open reduction of the femur. And then they were going to move her to rehab, which is common. They do the surgery, and then here in the United States, we get you up and we get you walking immediately thereafter, which I know in India and in Egypt, they don't do that. Here, that's how we roll. So I immediately started taking care of Nance. I was doing Reiki, healing touch, guided imagery on her 3 to 4 times a day for 5 weeks. And she would call me, because I'm always available to my patients, always, 24/7. And she might call me and she would say, Brenda, it's really starting to act up. It's really starting to hurt. Not a problem. Would Reiki it and talk, and within 5 or 10 minutes, we had the pain under control. Nance is not fond, and that's putting it very politely. She does not do pain meds. She does not care for Western medicine. It's just her. She would really prefer to, stay as natural as possible and keep the toxins out of her body. And I see a lot of people like that. Everybody's different, and that's fine. So when, you've had major surgery on the largest bone of your body, it's going to hurt. And it's going to hurt a lot. And so when they bring around the pain meds, you're not going to really want to say no. But she didn't want to take them. And I said, look, let's compromise. Let's take what we have to take, because you have to get that pain under control. You have to stay one step ahead. Let's go ahead, take it initially, and then we're not going to have to stay on it just a couple of days. But just trust me, go ahead and take it. And so she did, and I was working with her and doing the Reiki, and she came off of them so much faster than anybody else did. And she was up, it's time to get up and start walking, and that was really scary. She did great, because again, we would do the Reiki immediately when she got back to bed. She did great. I know it seemed like forever for her. That was the longest 5 weeks of her life, to be in rehab during COVID, so her family couldn't even come visit her, which was awful. So we would FaceTime and chat and make the best of a really bad situation. But she did great as far as her pain. Her doctors were very impressed. She's home. She's doing excellent. I think she went home, I want to say right around Halloween. And, that was big. So I had started treating her for chronic pain in August. She fractured her leg in September and went home in October. And she swears by me, which I'm very happy. I'm always glad to help. She's a wonderful friend. I'm always there for her. Unfortunately, Bob, her husband, passed fairly recently. Bob had some cardiac issues and was in the hospital for quite some time and passed. And I did all I could to keep him as comfortable as possible. Nance, I got the call from Nance, and that's all it took. When she said, Brenda, we need you, Brenda is there. So Nance wanted me to share the story. There's another video that I did at the time, which I have posted on Facebook, So if you go to either my personal page, if you're one of my Facebook friends, or my professional page, you can see the original video. And pardon how my hair looked at the time. I had a cap on and it was in a ponytail. So, but I just wanted to honor Nance and her request for me to reshare her story. I am always happy to help. I can do a lot for pain management. If you don't want to stay, on the path of Percodan, Darvocet, Lortab, oxycodones, whatever it might be, there are options out there. There are a lot of options, and complementary therapy is one of them. And I see patients all over the world. I'm treating a gentleman in India for AVN, a vascular necrosis of his hip. I've been treating him since October. He's now walking pain-free. He still uses a walker on occasion for stability when he feels, a little edgy, but he's pain-free. So that's big. He knows he still needs the surgery. He doesn't want the surgery. He needs a new hip. But at least we have the pain under control. So this is very real. It works. If you need me, call me. I'm here.